Are you frustrated with your money situation at the end of every month? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a basic budget. This budget is going to give you an understanding of where your money is going. This budgeting system is going to eliminate the frustration, the headache of not understanding where your money is going. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Southin. I'm a techie, dad, husband based in Peoria, Arizona. And on this channel, we explore topics, strategies, and tools that help us live healthier, happier, and more productive lives. As you can see, based on my enthusiasm, we're also gonna have fun. This video is perfect for new graduates, perfect for those who want to understand how to create a budget. Creating a budget, especially the word budget, B-U-D-G-E-T, is a major headache. A lot of people do not understand how to create a budget. Follow along with me. Look at the description. I am going to give you a link to my Google spreadsheet so that you can build a basic budgeting system. All right, let's get started here. Before we actually fill out this spreadsheet, what I want you to do is I want you to write this down. There are several places where you're going to get the information to populate the spreadsheet. The first one is your banking statement, all right? As we know, your banking statement is gonna tell you the money that's coming in, and it's also gonna list out a lot of line items, AKA expenses, that are reoccurring within the month. The next place that I want you to take a look at are your credit card statements. If you have them, look at all the credit card line items. See where the reoccurring items are coming from. We're gonna use that. The third one, which is a major resource, is look at all your email accounts. As we know today, we're buying stuff off the internet, on our mobile phones. We're giving people our emails so that they can send receipts to us. What I want you to do is go look at your email and then identify all your receipts, all your recurring fees, for example. Furthermore, later on, I'm going to be talking about vampire expenses. Guess what? When you check your email, you're going to start seeing some vampire expenses with over the month or over a period of time like a year. When I talk about building a budget, there are really two main components. Breaking it down, the first one is income, and the second one is expenses. What is income? Income is any monetary assets that you have. In the United States, cash is an asset, so if you have cash coming into your hands or physical possession every month, put that as a line item in the income. The second form of income is paychecks. You may get a paycheck or a direct deposit into your bank, be it savings or checking account. Put a line item in the income section for paychecks. If you work one or two jobs, one line item for one job, one line item for another job, for example. The third form of income that is recurring could be from investments. Maybe you're retiring, maybe your trust fund, you're getting money from a trust fund. Guess what? Put the line items in the income portion for those monthly income that's coming into your possession. The other component of building a budget is the expense or expenses. An expense could be anything that is leaving your possession, leaving your bank account. The major expenses that are out there include housing, food, transportation. So let's break down housing. If you live in a house, you've got a mortgage, for example. If you're renting a house or apartment, it's rent, okay? Very basic. Now, as far as food is a major expense that many people out there forget or do not count in its totality. Why do I say that? Well, there's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner. Those are the three major components. However, if you're buying breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it adds up very fast. If you get a coffee like Starbucks at $6 for a venti, that adds up fast. If you're getting a Coca-Cola on a break, that adds up fast. If you're going out for happy hour, that adds up fast. You're getting where I'm going here. It adds up fast. The other component that we've got to look at are transportation costs. For many of us, we either own or lease a vehicle. So put that line item in the vehicle section. Then you have to consider Car insurance. How much is that? Line item, car insurance. And then you have to look at, okay, gas. How much is that per month? Gas. I remember paying $600 for gas per month, and I was like, whoa, where am I going? Well, guess what? Building a budget. Start finding every receipt for that gas, for example. All right. Now, the other thing we got to look at from a budget standpoint is car repairs. You know, you got to budget in. What are the expected car repairs per month? Is it $100, $200, depending on your vehicle? Okay, it adds up very fast. So after transportation, we have to look at your cell phone bill. How much is that? Your internet bill. How much is that? Okay. Then if you own a house or are renting, depending on your situation, you need to identify how much electricity will cost you, how much will the water bill cost you, how much the trash bill will cost you. Okay. You add that up and then you'll get an understanding of what is the cost of living in the apartment, in the rental, in the house. Okay. Those are the bare basics. Other things that you need to also put into the budget, as I'm looking at my list right here, include if you have a Netflix account, an HBO or Disney Plus account. Many of us out there have cut the cable and started to spend on those type of services. Put those in there. If you're buying music from Spotify, put it in there. If you're buying music or using the Apple Music service, put it in there. These are things that are reoccurring expenses. Put it in the spreadsheet. Now, the other expense that people are unaware of, and this is what I call vampire expenses. These are things that you magically, maybe, actually it's not maybe, a lot of people do this, is they'll select or they'll buy something and they forget to read the fine print where it says reoccurring charges, $4.99 a month, $9.99 a month, etc., that you're unaware of because you're not really using. Put it in the spreadsheet. By the fact that you're putting it into the spreadsheet, you now are able to identify and acknowledge what that expense is. Another expense that you should put into the budget spreadsheet are loans. For many of us out there, at some point in time, we had student loans. The next important line item, if you don't have it in your budgetary spreadsheet, is credit cards. If you have one credit card, just put one line item. If you have 2 or 3 credit cards, put in 2 or 3 line items within the spreadsheet, naming the credit card and the monthly payment that you pay every month. All right, we've built our budget. We put in our income and expenses. There's 2 more things that I want you to add into the spreadsheet. The first one is vacation. We all work very hard. You want to go and spend some time by yourself or with your friends and family, and I call that a vacation. For example, if you know you want to go to Hawaii and your trip is going to be for 7 days, the airfare costs, hotel, food, etc., you forecast and believe it's going to cost you a total of $6,000. Well, guess what? Take that $6,000, divide by 12, that's going to be $500 a month that you want to budget for your vacation expense, okay? Many people forget about that and then they're like, okay, how can I afford this? Guess what? Let's start budgeting for vacation. The next important line item that I want you to put into the spreadsheet, and many people forget about this, is let's talk about investments. Let's think ahead. Let's just say you want to invest $6,000 a year into an investment. It could be stocks and bonds. It could be real estate. It could be buying cryptocurrency. It could be buying gold, silver, whatever it is. So take that $6,000, divide by 12, that should be $500 into that line item. So now we're at the tail end. We've populated this basic budget spreadsheet. We've identified our income, reoccurring monthly income. We have identified our reoccurring monthly expenses. Take your income, subtract all the expenses, and you have a total at the bottom. There's one quote that I want to share with you from Peter Drucker. What you don't measure, you cannot improve. Well, guess what? This entire spreadsheet is designed for you to Identify so you understand where your money is going and where your money is coming from. That is a form of measurement. Once you're able to measure, if you want to make changes to improve your budget, for example, you can definitely do that. If you like this video, you're going to love the playlist that I've created. In this playlist, I've got a video on the basics of investments, especially mutual funds to start out with. I have a video on life insurance, the importance of life insurance. We're gonna have fun in this playlist. I hope you enjoy it because guess what? I love making this playlist.